Hey everyone, today we are making garden mushrooms. So what we're going to do is start by heating up a little bit of a gather. I am using Tag's blue slime. I really like this because you can strike it a couple different colors. So I am just creating a gather, probably the last maybe 3/4 of an inch of the rod is how much I'm heating. Now that I have a pretty decent size gather here, I'm going to go ahead and heat mostly the top itself, and we're going to start kind of rolling it. I'm just rolling it into my Elmarver to create the top. This is going to be the cap. It's kind of a cone shape. So you want to go ahead and kind of roll it at an angle into the L. I'm just kind of letting it cool off a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and putty up to it with clear. And this is just going to be a cold seal. I just want this to snap off as soon as I'm done with it. Perfect. So now we're both going to go ahead and take this off the rod and create the stem kind of at the same time. Heating about, another 3/4 of an inch or so underneath the cap, and I'm going to pull it out to a short but thick stringer, and I'm going to leave that connected onto the color rod. Now I'm going to go ahead and tighten up my flame and cut off the rod. And I'm just going to go through and kind of even out the very end of the stem here. That looks good. I'm going to go ahead and start heating the underside of the mushroom. I'll take off that little end. And I'm actually letting it cool off just a little bit. I'm going to strike the bottom side of the mushroom back to that kind of milky blue color, the pastel color that it originally was. That's going to create kind of a nice little difference between the top and the underside. With striking the slime, it's a little more difficult than some of the other colors, because we're kind of undoing this strike, if that makes sense. So I'm just carefully heating that bottom side right where I want until I can squish it flat. And looks like we are all set. So now what I'm going to do is, again, just heat the bottom side of the mushroom. I'm going to heat it nice and molten. And with the stem, I'm going to push it through the flame and directly into the cap that's nice and heated. So what this is going to do is create kind of that concave shape on the underside of the cap. So once that's in there, I'm going to go through and just cut it right off the rod. Just extending that out to make it a little bit longer. Again, just kind of straightening out the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and post it into a piece of wood, just like you saw in the beginning. So I want that nice and straight. Just going to grab it with my tweezers, hit off the putty. It breaks off nice and clean since that is a cold seal. I'm just going to polish up the top, make sure there's no marks from the putty left over. That's it, guys. See, it's very, very, very simple to make. You can always put little dots or kind of add your little touches yourself. But I mean, these are super simple, super easy to make. You can tell it really just took me a couple minutes here. Thanks again, guys, for watching. We'll see you next time.